Welcome to Living Marvelously with me, Laurie Jonas. This is the show where we unleash the marvelous potential in every woman. Are you ready to dream big and leap into a life you love? Don't let the expectations of others choose for you. Step out of your comfort zone and learn how to create what your life looks like. I'll take you on an inspirational journey, helping you tap into the wellspring of your inner strength, get clear on your life purpose, and unleash the vision you came into the world to share. On Living Marvelously, you will learn about personal development, self-care, and spirituality. And together, we will connect with others, sharing their unique energies, and learn to create a world that allows everyone to shine. Living Marvelously starts now. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Living Marvelously with me, Laurie Jonas. Join me every second and fourth Thursday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Today, I want to talk about chakras. The chakras fascinate me. And about a year ago, I went on a splurge to learn as much as I could about them. It's just really interesting when you see how the chakras, human design, astrology, many more modalities, I'm sure, all kind of, play off the same things. They all work together. So how our souls are connected to the universe, that our 1 in 7 billion life is part of something so much bigger. I love to share this, and I want to give you what I hopefully this fascination and see how it can help you in your life. So what are chakras? So they're energy centers in your body that are embedded into your nervous system. So when your chakras are aligned, meaning they are all open, energy flows easily throughout your body and is able to emanate outside of your body. So you can either start from the root and move up to the crown. That's how we normally think about chakras. Or what I'm going to talk about today as well is starting from the crown and moving down to your root in order to manifest things. So the goal is to have, like I said, all of them open and working together, and having all of your chakras open and their energy spinning freely. That's your natural state. It really is. That's how you were born. That's how you should be. But a lot of us get stuck. So by paying attention to where your dreams and your desires get stuck, like what things do you want in your life, but you don't feel like you can ever have them? Or are you consistently feeling frustrated? Are you consistently feeling shame, guilt, whatever it is, depression? You can look at the chakras and see where you might be blocked. And there's a lot of ways to open up your chakras. So we're going to talk about some of that as well. I find it so interesting with chakras, how they're connected to essential oils, color, jewels, just so many things that you can connect each chakra to. So if something is blocked, you can use those things to sort of unblock it. So let's start though today with just a quick overview of the 7 main chakras and their meanings. So like I said, most people, when they think of chakras, they start with the root. So the root chakra, its location is at the base of your spine. The color associated with it is red. And the root chakra really represents stability. It represents security, survival. It connects us to the physical world, and it provides us with a sense of grounding. So what's interesting about the root chakra, it's really where our basic needs for survival are met. Home, food, air we breathe, water we drink, those things. It's you can associate it with your basic needs for survival. When that is satisfied, that's where you can open up to the next chakra and you move up. But a lot of people can get stuck here if they are in a situation where those basic needs aren't being met. So the imbalance of the root chakra is fear, insecurity, not feeling safe, or feeling ungrounded, feeling like you don't belong, feeling like you're not connected to other people in the world. All right, so that's the root chakra. Let's move up the body to the lower abdomen, right below the navel. That's the sacral chakra. And that color is orange. And it represents creativity, it represents passion, pleasure, emotions. And it really governs relationships and the ability to enjoy life. So the imbalance here is maybe you're emotionally unstable, you have a lack of creativity, or you feel a lot of guilt about things. You feel guilty about having fun. You feel guilty about doing things for yourself instead of taking care of somebody else. So that's the sacral chakra. And then moving up a little bit more to the upper abdomen in the stomach area, that's the solar plexus chakra. And that color associated with it is yellow. It represents personal power, confidence, self esteem. It's the center of willpower and transformation. And the imbalance is a low self esteem, lack of direction, or anger. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the solar plexus because this is one of the chakras that often gets stuck or blocked for me. Moving up again, the heart chakra. The location is the center of your chest, so where your heart is. The color is not red because that's the root chakra. The color of the heart chakra is green. It represents love, compassion, connection. It balances relationships and self-love. And the imbalance for the heart chakra would come with loneliness, jealousy, or maybe difficulty in relationships, which all that makes sense. The throat chakra, obviously located in the throat. The color is blue. It represents communication, self-expression, truth, helps us speak and live authentically. And the imbalance is, difficulty speaking up for yourself, or maybe being dishonest, or fearing if you say something, you'll be judged by it. So those would be the imbalances of the throat chakra. Moving up again, the third eye chakra, which is between the eyebrows, and this color is indigo. And it represents your intuition, your wisdom, your insight. It's the center of imagination and spiritual awareness. And the imbalance here would be lack of clarity, overthinking everything, and this disconnect from your intuition. So the disconnect would come from using your mind too much, using your brain to think through things instead of just feeling into what you should be doing. And then let's go to the top of your head. The seventh chakra is the crown chakra, and it's located at the top of the head. The color is violet or white, and it represents the spiritual connection. So now you're up here, and this is where you're connected to the spirit, enlightenment, universal consciousness. It's the gateway to the higher states of awareness. And the imbalance here would be feeling disconnected, not feeling like you really have a purpose, feeling spiritually lost, not, and what it could mean is you're feeling like you are just one person on this great big earth and you're not connected to anyone else. So you feel like you have to do everything yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of everybody else. There's just this feeling of not being connected to a higher purpose. All right. So told you I was going to talk a little bit about the solar plexus chakra because I was on a spiritual retreat a few years ago and I got sick on the retreat. I had severe stomach pain and some digestion issues, and that combined with, through a lot of, because it was a spiritual retreat where we're bringing up a lot of shadows, like what are the things that are holding you back, and all of that stuff coming up for me led to a block in my solar plexus chakra. And I didn't know a lot about chakras at the time, but I was curious. So I started doing some research on them. And like I said, they are quite fascinating. They're really the key concept in many spiritual traditions, including yoga, Ayurveda, energy healing. They're used in human design. Of course, they're also associated with some astrology. But they're often used as a framework for personal growth and self-awareness. I am now very aware that most of my blocks in my business and in my personal life originate in my solar plexus chakra. I also have an open ego and an open solar plexus in human design, which also validates that a lot. I'm inspired to do some transformation this year. So that is going to include clearing my solar plexus chakra. So let me share a couple of ways that we clear each of the chakras. So if you can tell or feel like you're stuck in any one of those areas that we just talked about, here's some things you can do to start clearing it. And there's so many more ways. Like I said, you could use, essential oils, wearing that color, doing, having a crystal. That's what I meant when I said jewel, a crystal, keeping that with you that associates with each of those chakras. So let's start with the root chakra. So because this is based on grounding yourself to the earth and feeling stable, a great way to open it up is to really spend time in nature, even walking barefoot in the grass or on the ground, just feeling that connection to the earth, or, practice some grounding meditations. Yoga is very much associated with the chakras. So there's yoga poses you can do to feel more connected in your root. And they would be like the mountain pose or the warrior pose. And they cultivate stability and strength. The sacral chakra is, remember, this is our creative expression. So if you're feeling blocked in that area, really start to explore some activities like painting, dancing, writing, anything that really can ignite your creativity. Go back to those things you used to do as a child that were super fun for you. Maybe it was doodling, maybe it was some kind of a knitting or something like that. Whatever it was, explore some of those activities and bring those back. And for the sacral chakra, water therapy, spend time near water, take a relaxing bath, visualize flowing water during meditation to connect with the chakras element. The solar plexus, this one's for me, as I'm sure it's for a lot of you as well. Practice the I'm reading a word here. I'm just going to say breathing. Practice breathing from your diaphragm, like the breath of fire to energize this chakra. That's like going like breathing out real fast. And then there's empowerment exercises too. So set small, achievable goals to build confidence. And then what we're trying to do is reclaim your personal power for you to understand that you are worthy. You have a place in this world. Heart chakra, practice sending love and compassion, of course, to yourself and others, especially to yourself. There's yoga poses for heart opening, which are the camel pose or the cobra pose, and those are ones that will open your chest. The throat chakra, journaling, speaking, write or talk openly about your thoughts and feelings to enhance your self-expression. Get used to sharing what you're thinking. Get used to sharing how you feel. You can use mantras or sing to activate this chakra. It's just you're using your throat chakra to express your authenticity. The third eye chakra, the visualization exercises could be, practice guided meditations that involve imagining light or symbols at the third eye. So really what we're trying to do here is just create some sort of connection to your intuition. So we're, spend time in quiet reflection, journaling, to strengthen that intuition. I do a lot of journaling in the morning where it's all based on my intuition. I'll just sit down and I write down the words. What do I need? What does my soul need to know today? And then I just pause and I listen and I just write. And something always comes to my mind. And even if it's something that I've thought of before, it's still me. It's my intuition giving me these insights. I totally enjoy this practice. So if you enjoy journaling, you should definitely try it. So finally, the crown chakra. One way to open your crown chakra is to practice silent or guided meditation, focusing on connection with the universe or your higher self. So, with the third eye chakra, we were our own intuition. We were trying to connect with our own intuition. With the crown chakra, we're trying to connect with this some guidance from outside of ourselves. It's still in us, but it's this looking into the universe, like using God, universe, source to help us. Okay, we're going to take a break, but when we come back, I want to move on to manifesting through the chakras. And this is where we're going to start from the crown and we're going to move down to the root. I read a book called Creating on Purpose by Anna Dia Judith, and I was inspired to, I wrote a post about this, and I want to share what I discovered. And I really recommend that book if you want to dive more deeply into manifesting through your chakras or just learning. She writes another book just about the chakras, learning more. It's fascinating. So I know I'm using that word fascinating a lot today, but it truly is. So let's take a short break. I'm Laurie Jonas. You're listening to Living Marvelously, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. If you're looking for someone to speak at your next retreat or speak to a group, I'd love to do that for you. I love sharing about human design, infinite possibilities, self-love, chakras. So send me an email or check out livingmarvelously.com. Okay, let's continue our discussion. So during the break, I was thinking, a lot of time I start talking about chakras and you almost assume that everybody knows what chakras are, right? And most people have heard of chakras, but what are they really? So if I wasn't clear in the beginning, I just want to say this again. So chakras are energy centers in your body. So they're located at all of the spots where the chakras are. They start from them down by your pelvis and they move up to the top of your head. So each of those energy centers, if they're moving freely and spinning, it creates a flowing energy in your body, and everything just seems to, things just will seem to go well in your life. If you've got anything blocked, like let's say, for example, let's say your sacral is blocked, so you aren't feeling a passion in your life, you aren't feeling like you have a purpose here. You could be feeling stable and grounded, but then you get blocked with your passion, and so the chakras they get stuck there and the energy can't keep flowing. So you may have a bunch of ideas up here, but you're still stuck and they're not flowing freely. And if you think of it like that, if you think of those energy centers in your body and they're not, you can tell, is your energy flowing freely within you? If it's not, there's something going on. There's some sort of limiting belief you have. There's some sort of, something that you don't think you're good enough for something. And so we look at the chakras to say, what is it? And what can we do to clear that so that your energy keeps flowing? Hopefully that was helpful. So let's continue with the manifesting through the chakras. I'm going to talk more about it. So hopefully as you hear more, you will become more educated on what chakras are and how they work. But when talking about chakras, like I said, most people will start with the root, the security, the survival, the grounded chakra. And that is a really important place to start. But if you want to manifest something, we have to start with the crown. And the reason I find this so interesting, and this is what I learned in the book that I read, is because this is how that's how my 6 L's of living marvelously are. They start with the crown. They start with your ideas. They start with, what do you really want in life? And then let's figure out how to get it for you. So we start with the crown chakra. Again, that's at the top of your head. This is your imagination and your hunches start here. This is where you connect with your higher spirit and you receive new ideas. So the ones that excite you can then move on to the next chakra. So take time to be still, close your eyes, Take 10 deep breaths and be open to receive. This is like that journaling exercise that I do. Ask for what you want. What does my soul want me to do? Or how can I expand my business? Where can I find more abundance? What will bring me joy? Listen to the ideas that pop into your head and that you maybe hadn't thought of before. Write those down and choose the one that excites you the most. And then we're going to move into the third eye chakra. This chakra sometimes is called the eye of the soul. This is where the I no longer exists, and you understand that you're a part of a bigger picture. But when you're moving down the chakras, this is where you visualize your dream. So take time to sit quietly and visualize your dream. So whatever excited you the most about what you want in your life, this is where you visualize it and you see it as future reality. See it as fully manifested. Where are you? How do you feel? Who's around you? What does it look like? Do this as often as possible, even if it's just for a fleeting moment when you're like sick of doing what you're doing at work and you just need a moment to do something else. Visualize your dream. The more you visualize and affirm that this can be a reality, your mind believes you and you start doing things to make it happen. That's how affirmations work. Throat chakra. The throat chakra then gives voice to your dream by creatively expressing what you want. You can do this by writing, talking, painting, singing, however you like to express yourself. But when your throat, this is what we talked about with your throat chakra being open, it's when you can freely express yourself, and you need to be able to do that. So write down what you need to do to make your dream a reality. Maybe you want to set a SMART goal, or just talk to your friends about it, or network with other people who may have done something similar, or join a group that's all trying to get to the same destination, maybe like writing a book. Join a group and talk to other people about your ideas and get ideas from others. What we're doing here is we're putting our dream out into the world to let the universe know this is what we want. And then the heart chakra. The heart chakra is the connection between the top three, so the crown, the third eye, and the throat, and the bottom three. So it's the integration of earthly matters with the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus, and the spiritual matters with the top three. This is where you take your dream and you start making it real. The heart chakra is also the energy center for love and relationships. So love yourself as well as others. What do you love about your dream? How will this dream help others? Who in your life supports you and can help you make your dream come true? The solar plexus chakra. This chakra is the actual energy behind what you want and what you do. This is your fire, your personal power, your self-discipline, your confidence. When this chakra is aligned, you put power behind your dreams and you take action. Full steam ahead, not worried about what others will think. This is what you want, and you will make it a reality. So create your action plan, use what you've learned with your visualizations, and just get down to it. And this is where a lot of people get stuck. This is where I get stuck, because then I start feeling unworthy of what I want, or not, that I'm not good enough, blah, blah, blah. So I don't want to do that anymore. Sacral chakra is responsible for your passion and pleasure and helps inform how you relate to your emotions and the emotions of others. So this is where you have fun with what you're trying to manifest. If you run into obstacles, find another way. Don't get too serious about why it may not manifest. Just keep following your action steps. And then the root chakra. The root chakra is your foundation and your anchor. It's where matter is, and it's where your dreams become a reality. So take a moment to assess where you are. The root chakra is all about feeling safe, having what you need, feeling worthy of having what you want, having worked through all of the chakras now, and you're getting to the root. If you feel worthy, it has to manifest. So there's another whole section I can go into about what if my dream didn't manifest, and what that means. If you've done all those things, but you still didn't manifest your dream, you're still stuck somewhere. So where along the journey did you get stuck? I have a post where on my website where I wrote all about this, and I will share that but because I think it's important for you to know, because we are responsible for creating this life that we love. So download what you want and what makes you happy, and then go out and make it happen. Because by manifesting through the chakras, you can create a map and you can see where you might have gotten off track. So we use our higher spirit, we use our energy within to really create this life you love. So take some time to maybe do your own education, do your own research on chakras, and really think, find a place, find where, pay attention to where you aren't feeling good about where you are in life, and see where it matches up with the chakra, and then look into that chakra and see how you can open it up. All right. If you enjoyed today's show, I'd love to hear from you. Send me an email or a message, me on social media, because I am cheering for you every step of the way. I want to see everybody's chakras completely open and flowing freely so that everyone can have the life that they desire. Thank you for spending time with me. And until next time, keep living marvelously. Thank you for listening to Living Marvelously with me, your host, Laurie Jonas. Tune in next time to unleash the marvelous potential in every woman, every second and fourth Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific on transformationtalkradio.com as I help you choose a life that you are passionate about. Learn to embrace your unique self, dream big, and leap into what you choose to have your marvelous life look like. Together we create a world that allows everyone to shine. For more information, visit livingmarvelously.com. That's livingmarvelously.com. See you next time on Living Marvelously.